So I'm gonna try to move the bike on the LoadAll and see if I can capture the scraping, and you can see how easy or not easy it is to move the bike around. One of the challenges I had to overcome when I decided to get back on a bike again was that I only had this amount of space that you see here to store a bike in the garage. The county I live in is notorious for small garages. So my initial fix for this was to pick up a garage dolly, and the one that I chose was a new model that was had just been released from LoadAll, and it's the one you see here. The reason I went with this over the Condor Garage Dolly that had been out there for quite some time was the fact that this one actually had a third set of wheels in the middle. It folds up, and the big thing was it wasn't near as expensive because you could use your own wheel chalk instead of having to get that one by Condor that had the wheel chalk mounted already on the Garage Dolly. Now, the problem that I had with this one was that initially, after about 3 weeks or so, the wings, I don't know what you call them, but the wings here that the wheels are attached to started to flex, and that caused the ramp or the dolly to drop down closer to the concrete, and it rapidly got to the point where it was basically setting on the concrete, scraping so much that I couldn't really move this around. So I contacted the folks at LoadAll, and they were super nice and super fast to call me back and say, hey, look, we've got a couple of reports of this. It's a new product. We've redesigned these brackets where the wheels attach, and give us 2 weeks and we'll send you another set out to replace the ones you have. So I went ahead, waited. I got the new set. I put them on, and everything worked fine for several months. And then after, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months, suddenly the dolly started gradually going back down towards the concrete. And you can see here what I'm talking about, how the brackets there are bent. I don't know if you can see. I'm shooting with a GoPro, so I'm shooting in linear mode. There's not a lot of distortion here, but you can see how that bracket just kind of bends up, which causes the ramp to go back down closer to the concrete and then scrape. So I had that problem come back, and I needed to fix it. And then in January, I was at IMS, and Condor had a booth, and they actually have a new product out that competes with this one. It also has the middle set of wheels. I looked at their design, talked to them about how they'd reinforced the stuff, so decided to give it a shot. So we're going to replace this today. The new Condor, I believe they're calling it the Junior Garage Dolly, just came in today. So we're going to open up these boxes, put it together, and see how it compares to the LoadAll. So I opened both boxes so you could see the contents that they ship to you with this. The long box has the two parts of the dolly itself, along with the bits to connect all that up. And the smaller box has the cross support along with the wheels already attached, which is nice because on the LoadAll I had to attach the wheels. The other thing they included was this mounting kit. When I ordered the dolly, the young lady I was talking to on the phone asked me which wheel chalk I had so that she could make sure that she included the right mount, which that's what this is, to mount the wheel chalk to the Garage Dolly Junior. So a couple of things I noticed right off the bat with these when I opened them. The steel supports here are almost twice as thick on the Condor as they are on the LoadAll Dolly. The other thing, the wheels seem to be of nicer construction. One thing I really do like better is that these wheels have this single piece to engage and disengage the lock on the wheels. If I go over here, I'll show you the LoadAll. Wheels seem, I don't know if they're a little smaller on this, but the Condor definitely seem to be a little higher quality. And then this has an on-off rocker for the brakes on the LoadAll. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this stuff together. No need to film all that. Shouldn't take me more than maybe 20, 30 minutes, and I'll be back.
2 hours later.
All right, well, that took a little longer than I thought it would, but I've got it together, and I would say my first impressions here are this is a really nice, high-quality piece of hardware. Everything's gone together very smoothly. Thing rolls around the floor smoothly. I'll hop on the bike real quick and ride it up on the dolly, and then we'll do a little quick test to see how easy it is to move it around in the garage. Yeah, so there's no question that this is a lot better solution than the LoadAll. Again, this is the Condor Garage Junior Dolly, Garage Dolly Junior. I'll throw it up here on the screen, but you can actually see the gap there between the concrete and the ramp is a little bit bigger than the one over there on the LoadAll. And there's no bowing on these ears at all. The other thing that's really super nice, I mentioned it before, but the brakes. I mean, brakes on, brakes off. It's real simple. Very smooth, whereas on this you have to get down and twist this back and forth. I tried doing it with my boot, but it's sometimes you can get it down, but getting it up is a challenge sometimes. Anyway, so that's it. I think this is going to work. I think Sophie's going to be pretty happy. As you saw, getting it up on the ramp's really smooth. And then, of course, the wheel chock is locked down there on that ramp. It's not going to go anywhere. If I want to take the wheel chock off, you just undo the thumb screw here, slide this back, and you can take your chock off if you want to use it off the ramp. But that's it, guys. Until next time, change is good. Always strive for improvement. Peace.